That environment was incredible. Reminded me of a few years back. You know, it was good to have the building packed like that. And we've always got great support. You know, but to have the building full for the first time this year was really, really exciting. And I think we treated the crowd to a old-fashioned Aztec win. Defense and rebounding, keyed it, and we played a good half offensively the second half, although we turned it over too much. We only had 3 turnovers at halftime, and then we ended up with 14 for the game. But we shot a better percentage the second half. I thought an interesting stat was when I looked at halftime, they only had 1 basket from their starting 5 in the first half. So their bench scored all their points. And then obviously we knew that wasn't going to happen for a game, and we withstood a couple runs. The kids shared the ball. They played the right way. And at times they might have over-dribbled it, but we didn't run a set play the second half. We just ran a high ball screen to a spread offense so we could spread the floor and drive some, open up driving lanes so we could attack to the basket. And it was working, so we stuck with it. The one time I called a set play, we entered the ball to the post, high post, and they stole it. So I said, enough of that. No more set plays. We'll keep running a high ball screen and just play. So the kids were excited, obviously. But I said, stay humble. This is the first of hopefully 3 times we're going to play them this year. So we'll see them again in 2 weeks. They're a very good team, and hopefully we'll see them again in the conference tournament. And so this is one of hopefully 3 games against a very good coached Nevada team that we will see again in 2 weeks.
Coach, this is the first Aztec team to beat a top 6 team. What does that say about your squad?
You know, they're getting better. I mean, we've won 7 out of 8 now, 13 in a row in conference games at home. And we're hard to beat in this building. And the crowd is a big part of that. And the freshmen obviously are playing better at home and on the road. We got to see if we can get them where they're as confident as on the road as they are at home, because they're really good at home. And Nathan got in foul trouble, but AG was dynamic today. And, you know, the stats never tell the story, all of it. I thought AG's defensive presence was incredible. And Matt Mitchell, the job he did on Jordan Caroline was A+. I mean, Jordan Caroline has got a chance to be the MVP of the conference, and Matt did a good job guarding him one-on-one, and obviously he had support and defensive help from his teammates. So we're, you know, couldn't do any better job on him. So we're really excited about our defense, and obviously we continue to rebound at a high level.
What does AG bring? I mean, like you said, there's not a whole lot in the stats, but obviously there's something out there that he's adding a lot.
Yeah, length, energy. You know, again, he's kind of like a young Jalen, where I'm not running any plays for AG. He's scoring with energy. He's moving without the ball. He's finding creases and putbacks, and he's just out there free-flowing and moving well. And so I just think he's so confident right now and just continuing to get better. And like I said, you know, he can guard a guard. He can guard a center, which he did today. So he can guard multiple positions, which has always been a trademark of a good Aztec basketball player, versatility, and AG has that versatility.
Coach, what adjustments do you make at halftime for Jalen?
You know, just to stay in the game, hang in there, get to his spot, and hopefully something would fall. You know, sometimes when you don't make a basket, there's a tendency to press your game. So I thought he got to his spot a couple times in the second half. And you got to realize they know he's our best player, and they had their best defender on him. You know, so one of the Martins was on him, and he makes life tough on anybody. So some days it might not be your day to put up a double-double, but he played the right way. He guarded hard himself. He didn't let frustration at the offensive end affect him defensively, and he played great defense at the other end of the floor and did what was required to help us win the game.
What was it like having Jordan back?
Well, you saw the three-point shots. You know, we haven't been making a lot of threes in the games, and just to have another threat from three-point range, I mean, obviously, the way he shot it today, people are going to be fearful of what he's going to bring another dimension to having him back to stretch the defense. And, I mean, he let it go, and he knew it was going in. For a guy that hadn't played in 6 games, you know, I thought his game rhythm was incredible. So I was real pleased with having Jordan back.
Coach, you were saying he was day-to-day. When did you make the decision that he was available to play?
I don't make the decision. Sergio does and Jordan does. So they tell me I'm available, and I said, great, we're going to use you. So I never, you know, talked to Jordan about, are you ready to play? You know, I let him and Sergio warm up. He went through shoot-around today and got a little sore, and he warmed up today and said he was ready to go, so we got him in there. So hopefully he'll feel good after this where, you know, he'll have a quick recovery and it'll feel good enough where he can continue to play.
What were you seeing with how they were operating their offense that you thought you could stop, and what were you so effective at?
You know, I just thought we had a body in front of a body. They get downhill so well, and I don't think they got to the rim a whole lot. They were shooting a lot of shots that were threes or in front of us. You know, I didn't know that they got a whole lot of layups, and that's what they're good at. I mean, the Martins are dynamic getting to the basket. And I think we gave enough help. We built a wall. We say build a wall, you know, let them see a lot of bodies in front of you. And then we kind of hope they miss the three because you can't take everything away. And so we try to keep them in front of us as best we could. We tried to help on ball screens with the post, keep them in front of us, and not let them to the rim. And I thought we did a good job with that.
Do you think they expected more zone from you?
We were prepared to play it, but, you know, the rhythm of the game was such where we were playing so well in man that we stayed with it. So maybe in Reno, maybe we'll play 40 minutes of zone. And then by the time we see them in the conference tournament, we'll know what we want to do. So that was, we intended to play zone, but we didn't play any because our man was so good.
That one possession.
One baseline out of bounds possession. Yeah, because we were going to zone every baseline out of bounds. They must not have had very many baseline out of bounds, maybe one for the game.